Okay, Abusia, yemfa court update no enfame down na pipi entime da ko be kaya yakopi mo court ni nyina ye about injunction Ex-Abusuapanin ekokoden edikopi on court se enya de a ewo se ye maame bempoma dead room immediate family no ene ye maame akosua se wa ebe use legendary delete ne hu bibi etimi edi agisika na nwum klama obi ammo ema sem no eda court a epende New Abousuapanin kwabram brefo AK di asempa enya konya edin letter akọ ema court agye atum entiene ena mo trankonyan so but ye kofan komo e de afimi di aba se purpose se letter dadie so abahene e de kopie mu e Kumasi High Court no e wo sunsunsanso se ene case no e wo sunsunsanso ana abusua yasame ene bi mo nso kire mo se letter no de about intam kase no ho nsem ena akopi on court yenya akonya ne ntie nsem no mo nkire mo ye na afenso yentimi enkokoten enjaje na bibia ntira ko de ebepiem e de free court bia no ye behwe na yetimi e de ablow e wo platform so don't forget say obe subscribe channel no dia my na channel let me grow am bibia timi da kabusua asem no enya agita.
Even witnesses, statements, no, they have to be brought before the courts. And everyone is saying, yeah, it's Ghana. I know Ghana doesn't do things properly. But rather than us talking, no, we must demand they do things properly. We must demand, we must hold our chiefs to account. They must come in. They must give full evidence. They must stand. They must give oath. They must explain the tradition. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. They must stand before the courts and they must explain Ashanti tradition. And if they want to bend the Ashanti tradition, no, it has to be on record. We do not. So let's stay focused and let's not be. Nowadays, no, we will not allow these people to essentially use scare tactic to weaken us as individuals. We know where we stand. Because we know where we stand, you know, we must say, back on your inquiries. When your response from the inquiries. Now, is the way you phrase a question as to what response you get. That is it. So now, no, it has no evidential value. It should not. In a proper court of law, no, it's weak. Those people who gave you the evidence, no, they're not dead. They just want, they should come to court and explain themselves on a witness on that oath. And they should explain themselves by way of Ashanti culture. Wako kantam. Wakato se wuni man no muni asem or your this or your this. Uvienswa or say and taminti the elderly women no more no munti mintu ometu. It means that we cramp on now and time now was no now tradition and custom, you know. Our constitution overrides it. Remember that. So if by following the tradition and culture, no, it would be inhumane and degrading, then you cannot use tradition to outride the rights and freedom of another. Your arguments has to be clear. The Constitution is your biggest argument, and it's very clear. Say culture and tradition provide basic rights. That has to be the focus. Our focus has to be that. So from now on, no, let's focus on proper legal arguments and debates. Move forward and fight this. Me, until my bones are rotten, no, till. And the own form of legal wives, no, we will be fighting extremely hard for justice to prevail. Nobody is going to use the oldest trick in the book. Nobody inquiry. Be able to court or say me koye inquiry no na me busa question no certain way no and no me response am the mama no na ma manipulate response na me pen no am the come court there be That is not how it works. So calm down and let's fight strategically. Where they are trying, we have to stand tall. If you are going to give evidence and you want that any evidential weight to be placed on it, no, you must present yourself in court and you must give evidence under oath. Otherwise, that fake response from the inquiry, cannot be relied on as evidence. And that is it.
And this is the time I was here pointing out. It's me don't media share media channel share. Say 20
enye kumasi traditional council na twere ye. A letter near me.
No one can letterhead no use in his own capacity. So let nobody draw any folklore or any jazz or whatever. Please.
The
reason am I here na nyepe?
Am I here? I will be adding nkwi.
No, that's so power.
What's
it?
Why?
Am I here na nyepe?
Mese will be adding nkwi won krom.
Abren point na nyepe.
I will be adding nkwi.
Entende to me no wa. Eso iso on letter.
Ye drew court one no obetire na said da na sem bedu manhia no do na
ana da bedu manhia nim no.
The reason assembly is mu assembly.
And we can say no. Say we play technicalities or court. Case na be national issue. We must also do critical analysis on it.
Team legal force say no on na we yinim enti so bi crash the share yinim sa de papọ̀ no
obi answer no na de letterhead Don say see aye nyina na ejina ka ba ejina wo do letterhead ko issue asem say wo na wa represent but also ye class captain
officially because
officially that dey so aban hene e na yi na nim say menemo be ba be kun.
Now, a legal, say no, legal battle. A free. A mamma near man, you about court. So now, Usham Swasenka say you run Tamun Kwan or more Kadiak and can court. Of course, from a court. And there's any abaye that there's about interest versus Abousuapanin interest. And Omoko, Yako Batoti. More commentary position, side attraction now for Abousuapanin. They need to see that yes, Abase was your opponent.
Thank you.
They need to see him as opponent.
Oh, as an opponent.
Declare him your opponent.
Always be social media, so baby, I will declare no say your opponent.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, so every time shall say, every but yes, yeah, but we are catching say pushing pennies or pushing man at the cancer. Moon cost on permanent say and Sakasi everywhere that person will come out.
And I sense I can send a piano.
Yes, so you have to push it. And you see, so yeah.
The reason about Bani Panaba. Yes.
Why?
It's like
what you need to say no. Say I'm proud. Now we
as I guess I feel you better to Sadagu.
The point is that you see, we can discuss the matter without insulting you or
of course.
Yeah, we can discuss the matter. Nothing stops us. In fact, medical make it claim say as antimem na semba na wa nko obi anko. So you matter of fighting your own battle.
The reason why you think that
the reason for talk was to any formula o ebi tese
oh yes one oh you say what you think omo buli ni pent wo ya na wo so de ya to se be ya what about to be kula fam so on but the matter of warfare no we go talk about it any people na so by ya no wa
the fact is this man has been opponents from day one Okotua Park Nisikano, he has been opponents. Otianti Ebusuapanin.
That's right.
All that.
In a sense, I guess, I can.
No,
now you can handle him, but I mean you can handle him, but with critical
handle with care.
Exactly. Now, say no, say case na ko wie court ye can bio ye ka say nye court asem ne ye ka we are talking about na yin ani nyam na
let na we chair
na wajimi
what need not we discuss
there is the other protection there is
we want to show them say ye nyankwasa force as one we want to show them say ye nyankwasa
the reason why do you think say when he said that that's about him like ASR why right. First of all,
On say Ghana no. Obia one classmate, obia one adamfo so on. And a Ghana from penny for Durona koye you know me, I know you. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. Now me you sue adie bi da internet so. Ebra na na pa akoso in dadie so abane Tupac kasa ye no. O te se no mudi nkomo bi o mo se obeba abra me anya adwuma wo se ontimi fa nkwasa se ma me so so tie mu a.
Efuna adwuma.
Nyina ate.
So it tells you say wo was certain bond to be wo bibi ye.
Ayan kan che mo nyina he. Na video audio me boy yo mo kwa map o. Ayi
ode nya bote ode nya e ga me tie me nya that tete e won ya ke.
That me no dance because audio audio no na kan.
Mate evidence that internet no say ba ya e ba exhibit e bit ma tender no court so now on say ababa wa no ababa wa no America bi bo audio no o boy say utie ma Tupac oni na edi nkomo to mukuta personal bond unu obi wo phone number na mu di nkomo tell so say they said you munni mu ho
and conflict and what say the tone no dey kasa na say it's a friendly tone no
exactly as madam for me nu ye bibi na wo pesa wo twi family so na pesa wo
say woni bi e ko ba say wo ye on so ye guy too much
wo ye for me ni say na me no based on that exhibit in that highway no so no metimi akasa na na pa akos dade so aba woni Tupac e wo business bi omo ye
they are acquaintance
na asemna na the reason what cannot
because okasa o ma no nya aduma it is say afi conflict na nto aso dey analyze afi mo ye aduma
mo ko ni bebrebe nyina fi dade so aba hene
ono na aye ni nyina ono na me abre
ono na nyina ni se da ko yi se wo bi
Samubeka ya on say lady no asante Samubeka ya on say lady ni bo audio no say nana ofun no gume ekura me ofun no wo me ha wa America o audio so nyina wo me ha
yes no say you know metimi di amadon no abo
no bi bia nyina wo me ha say mu betimi abo say mu set me ha now eno e ma me hu so o threaten nana no why na ma ne threaten Tupac na ma ne threaten no eye Tupac na ma again ne threaten wo hene na ma fe wo hene ni eye niema ensem fata ede e ma manfo be di asante fo atem you say
anwa na me
o threaten no again sa ge bi no threaten
audio no wa so be mama boda 1 minute
mo tie mo wa yesu ade enya de ya tawda mo wo so o na de aba mo we ni o mo tie
but sa audio sina be ni nyina no ebe koye na no too for say tutu Dadia so abahini mu a wo se kwase ase aboa e ka twa asetem what you say begumi a ena me ya de etimi view ini ho abaje but sa audio sina abani nyina no ebe koye na no too for say tutu wa gender bi a wo set bi a no me your phone is with me in America here phone dey kura no dadia so abahini your phone is with me here what Ghana me to America New Jersey ba won komo bi a wudi bi a no me te wa ha me ka chero me pa mon chaw empenimfu asabi e boy empire entinu ya dia me be ma attention empenimfu a munim ya na mutimi koye na na otu bi obani gas in check me bo me mo asema o me pa chaw dadia so abanyere ye niema bi a e dia ni guase ebe bra ahemfo a obo committee ni mu eni ya na na otumfo dadia so abanyere jai dia wo ya no before it is too late for you as a king uma peace asomdwe oh hini ya wudi atam e keto asetam e de chira busia pani sika wajinti abusia yankopon shira obibia emergency because my farm be fem normal tia dadia so abahene allegedly Omama usika said ye dia ubeye na say lumba eyie no distracted uni baby esika ni free return it back because I have your audios
blackmailing tactics
yes and they can use all this in court some of the blackmailing no it's not tolerated
We were confirmed. Was so
confirming, and I'm say we swear. One time, there is me ba.
Kwenyansi obeka born voice wa amunsi.
Create problem kasi papa. Na mo fa ne no to mfo nyini firi wo. No mo fa wa hiri asabi onimi nyansa. Embeto wo. Na me kese me board you na airtime isebe wo na airtime audio no doso. Ba me nya da je. Yeah boy empire.
We are friend of blackmailing tactics. And to bet my cat, hey, and to just said that there's about any ya blackmail you and say our church elected.
Sometimes no matter when they say, well, kind of crano and no more blackmail.
Which means starting on Naka or ye dear was so ye.
Why, yeah, I know more
blackmailing, no. I know or done on that.
Maybe I told you blackmail, so I would want on the blackmail, almost sort of things out.
Well, of course, I said it.
What I said, and you blackmail, so when I want to take you, and you may be a
blackmail, Nechinano, or your Hinimua, and to be so a record over, what you do power cram puno a channel.
Sisters, me, lawyer,
or an address, Bonino and Ubidi.
Yes.
Nana dear, and come to me so soon will be a
one time another
money. I'm a supposed to be not say a woman who idea, you say, I sorted things are money.
Me say me wa lawyer for na correspondence o ma ye adwuma na du animu awie
na say na wo kan
lawyers and an lawyers is there bi o hene ne se onye biem ama sika ni nyina hye
the reason I will make you points the reason on some say internet so some bebre was one kasa kran fa open kan we everything you can cite evidences in this and na wo kasa person kasa that dey so ba gisika enye na wo kan wo Tupac ya wo no that dey so ba di na chi na koda your friend kwa abota. And now, born and no assembly, so what Jessica, you know, walk. So when it comes to court, you can't defend yourself at all time. Yes, sir. And you know, walk out, and some go to says,
maybe some, I digger, maybe some, me patch out the reason. Right now, UG, me patch out the reason me patch out, maybe say. Right now, that there's so about him, a yin appear bontia, Ceciano. I had to say, or Nico Fuse or more intimidating, Pacoso here, or no, a position in Iape. Ain't it Pacoso him? Because all this one, they ain't written answer some the bedroom open in case any nano crada baby a better. If say, the exclamations and a question mark be any baby, ain't it Pacoso him? Ni right to say. And as a quite base on a Pacoso here, no say family no na that form. Our money to me, close to a him fear a ye mensia. Then a Pacoso here, and as a Pacoso here, and as a bit me report issue no ama opening Cassiana.
Okay, dear TNE. Issue I can say, Yura, Nentam, Okunko, Kumini Pantam, and our Campacho. Pacoso, you know, any capacity or no one who answer one the copuchi say, Yura and Wakantam. E ya wa wo kan tam no wo na esa wo kopushi e ji se onko onfa nko ya wono te ba bi di ne hene e ji bi yan kan mo bi an tie se
nyen tam no
dia hia
me ba cho enyen tam no whole report na me pese pa akoso hin ye
na dia hia
the intimidation na that dey so aba hin eni kofi utu no no hye pa akoso hin ase no intimidating no
bullying no
aha bullying no obe report that to Panikasiana, Panikasi anymore. Sandy, kick a hone, Abusiani so musuni adinina no ebeba besem.
Dear TNA, on some Meshas and the Adika catchers were hino was so no somewhat much as awesome.
Yeah,
because yes, who can't tell so I can't tell us a they say, no, no, do not public records. No, on me, my one team, a Cassibia, and a 2 months will be so be bulino.
Right.
Obi Bulu also so bulino. Nabulino, say any fun say bulio. I need mono. Bibia possible one in the always face a lot of challenges in our young so on. Also, you know, or Cassan would tell you Nazamina or dinning the also be uncle be a year, or no so son or on a major. It's can't win.
Right.
What to say one who cares and one you didn't know was I also want to know problem. I case. enti krata na dadeɛ so obawo twiro so won twiro eye lumba asɛm nti na ama enei akwai sɛ asɛ wɔn wo power bi na bibi na wɔn yɛ hunu asɛm o ba bi ogina no sɛ de abusafo de wɔn pɛ so wɔn yɛ bia wɔn betimi ayɛ de wɔn pɛ so wɔn yɛ bia but strategy a case na kopie court nti na ama case na ma yɛ discuss sa asɛm wi obia no betimi ahyɛ dadeɛ so nana pakoso ne so onye e ana bi ba bi ogina sisi yɛ sɛ obi fi sɛ wɔne no wɔ asɛm a fa ko ba bia pɛ so wɔde ko wɔn fa nkɔ wɔn de wɔda so di ne hene entam asɛm no sɛ 10,000 years gone on bɛfra wɔn de wɔda so di ne hene saa na teɛ nam sɛ case no wɔn yɛ pɛ ba bia lumba funu wɔ ɛno nti na ama case na akɔdi court wa wɔn so no saa nkɔfo na wɔn dile no wɔn nim sɛ the court in the only place a wɔn betimi dia bully the system court nko a judges no court no bebre no I thought that when you know how to delay the cases now it go in favor of you.
Yeah,
that's it. Eti ma na ohene ne de woni problem o di ne hene o ne bibia ekoso o no obi ani asem dade so papa bo obetumi asum nisuo ankrema won fa ho na mom enam lumba free mu no mo kasa ampa so wa free mu a wo mo di ebuli abusuafo no ne ade ama na be ye because o masem no se kasa enipa bia set trap ho dade so oba no se no waba be ye a barrier against abusua no.
Thank you.
Because na seven no asem bia be free park so bia just a fan ho so na be kire just a fan ho na akopie jase akopie jase and the one problem aba ho it just all working strategically and yes I was 17 kopie something in order.
The reason me kaisa omuko that just about in the last one year omo dismiss case no omuka so omo de ntam ne ko otufo na dem still that just about in the go so atintam ne so on fan ko otufo wa yen share date no I don't get
no eyen ahintem eyen anasem ebi kura o mo hunu se entam ye kopie wura ni mu a ebesei yebetu wagu on benya ama nti strategically no on betimi a work out at delay case no at delay god yes ye wura ntam ewiawia but just oti kasa na se asante hini ntam ewiawia nkakra nti enya da ko na abete so bia kantama yenya no na no ye wura wo kasa wo se waba won ba bia ntam wo bia no wo ba hwem eti won ntam no sa wonnim se nyina yi anfa nko na wo ko no benya problem. Eti ma je say bi kro mo hunu say entam we no ade wo ye de ko mu a ye benya problem
projection so because obi wa kan sama go no so wa wenum tom say wa ko si ni ye
nti strategically no across the policies aye ministers ni deputy ministers they can work against the president at all time and as some the president can say better the tables no sign no ministers can delay it and so not president not war sanity wasam ne nkodru sante anyima asem no sabi enya asem bia ne nya kodru wa na bo so wasam na yasem because ho na tumi ni wo eti eho no yemfa on nso so de be ko mo fanko ye mo masem but the amasem nyina problem ye ewu a abamu a abusuafo no pese mo ye bibia Tupac yusu state or yusu on man no and di disansem fo no and wo kopɛ wo ahemfo bia ba beta na che nei ya hunu se ye na nadade so aba na eta na chi no so ho enti abusua no na ye ka se they need to push hard said ye be ya dade so aba yo mbabubu na pre na watwe no ho so ho
right.
Te mu pushi no na se dade so oba so mini koto obi so ani ya hwe ni pakora dade so oba emi na koto
and there is me because previously no there was allegation say time now letter win by and there was an allegation say oh or the name American ska come my friend is saying George Jorinda on one of a booking flight ticket and say now letter we are bar abontia all support say this year why you name no meaning say all those allegations you know what in true.
Well, I mean, Ghanaians have the right to do any allegation, but make sure that you stand firm.
Because all those allegations, yeah, evidence here. But it's
allegations based on this letter.
Based on this letter, I mean,
people have the right to say what they want, yeah.
But for someone to go to that extent, you know, not the can be a samano.
I mean, Ghanaians can criticize him. On your bigger than on your about many criticisms.
Yes, now what is a name time one sema and as a sembia and a brim pon sema kokotoa. Nibubefu onim sadia we yo and so
answer
all this in a letterhead akotoso. I can stand in and say every idea bia allegation bia no it has been substantiated right now say
99.99%.
I mean people can say what they want to say but point is say
life on the line like this no bit try bia
point is say once oye ono so only the damage control or yenti watch letter one letter now representing mention and I say yura was me go on him say ultimate tracker town represent yura say hold the kokota could dance here Debbie
yes
only
yes
so he's playing his own games indeed wow only
that gives me a very good question to ask you the reason in your Ashanti culture no can on like I said I'm operating within this is a personal thing that I'm doing it has got nothing to do with mention it is me that yes so about him and also I know affecting right.
I want no case on say
you know here pia bonte no akoto ka I want one decision
one case one case indeed
and I said Nana Abraham point course and I said there on one asem
I on one asem so people course on the nanu ya man say I want you media say that there so aba na me kwache moda ndi one asem man tia ndi one obi a wahini bia wo de pre na mom de fa yewura ho de sabi yewura chechire sa wo de so wa eso obobo na mane na de one small wo de e wo wasem
Ogonya amane a
ogonya amane a ye wo wasem nti wahini bi na wabonten no kokobokro no a ehun timi nka say osantenye bi bonten ye santenye na ama na kokobokro no never
okay and so because next 2 weeks e wa adaka no it doesn't implicate the Ashanti kingdom
Dabi na wo oti a wo wie ye so obeba beto no say obeba beto na mane e di eti akọ
let me explain